Okay, for your little old ladies, it's dark in here, but I'm fully clothed, including sunglasses and hat. So you're gonna have to come over here, figure out where I live at, come over here, strip me naked, and then we'll go from there. You can get on top. That's why I like it. But I saw a pot of oil, big old pot of oil, about like 3 or 4 quarts in front of the part where I live at. I saw some cute female YouTuber doing the RV life is probably parked there, is watching me, and had engine trouble. The oil drain plug of the filter was leaking, but it turned out to be one of my neighbors, and they put dirt over it. Well, anyway, I hope they correct it before they tear the engine up. But um, there was two ladies. Well, this is back many years ago. They related the story to me probably back early '90s. But these there was two sisters. One of them was in East Berlin. One of them was in West Berlin. As communism just doesn't work very well. Yeah, I know a few Americans are pining for communism, but well, I quit pining for it because it doesn't work. But anyway, my sister in the West would send articles of clothing to the sister in the East, and she said, but if you set a hole, the East German border guards would just take it, could either use it or sell it or whatever. So what they did? She take clothing and just cut it up, send an arm over one leg at one time, a leg from a pair of pants another time, and the recipient would just sew them back. And she said in '89 when the Berlin Wall came down, this lady saw her sister there for the first time in many years, and she had this coat that she'd cut up and set over piece by piece. She'd sewed it back together. She said it was just so weird to see this coat. I have no idea why I'm thinking of this, but anyway, some of my ghost videos, well, all of them have. I use these are the wireless mics. They have a weird sound in the audio. I have no idea if it's something paranormal, if it's just something weird with these mics or whatever. But I've got another one I haven't posted yet, but I'll post it later. It's from Fiesta Park. It's here in Avondale. And we've got the Billy Moore Day Parade on October 5th. It's like Saturday. It starts like 9 or 10 o'clock. And it's welcome to anybody. If anybody wants to make it, Avondale, it runs down Western. Now, when I remember back in the 60s when the Billy Moore Day Parade was maybe 2 or 3 hours long. The last one was maybe 45 minutes or so. But, well, they kept the parade until maybe about 10 years ago. Then they stopped it for 3 or 4 years. They brought it back. Then COVID hit, and they stopped it for 2 or 3 years for COVID, and they just brought it back. And it hasn't quite got the popularity it did go first around. And I remember when my mother had this is back in the 50s. Either a baby or before I was born, but she had Billy Moore was a debate. Sometimes an outlaw, but he did have a ranch there in the town, and that's kind of why the Billy Moore Day Parade. But my mother had used a gunny sack and wetted it. You had to add it as a float back, and so this is a type of evaporative cooler Billy Moore would have used. And she said some Avondale Lady Society didn't really like it and didn't invite my mother back. So I just wanted to write that story, but I have no idea why I'm bringing that up. If any little ladies in the Avondale, you can. I'm not going to tell you what you can go do. I'm going to keep that to you. I'm going to keep that private.